Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, well, we're jumping into something that's really shaking things up in AI creativity. We're looking at Midjourney, the big name in AI image generation.
Right.
And they've just launched this new AI video model. They're calling it V1.
That's the one.
So our mission today is really to get under the hood, understand what it does,
Yeah.
turning still pictures into videos,
Yeah.
but also why it matters.
Yeah, why it's a leap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What does this mean for your projects, for how you create? I'm really keen to explore this.
And you're right, it's significant. This is Midjourney's first big public step into video. The announcement was just this past Wednesday, so it's very fresh.
Wow. Okay.
And it is fundamentally an image-to-video model. Its whole purpose is to, animate those static images Midjourney is so good at.
Taking stills and adding motion.
Precisely, moving beyond just the single frame.
That feels like a huge step. So, okay, let's unpack that. How does it actually work? How do you take, say, an image I generated and turn it into one of these dynamic clips? What's involved?
Well, it's designed to be pretty intuitive, actually. Builds on what people already know from Midjourney.
Okay.
You basically take a still image, could be one you upload yourself, or maybe one you made earlier with their other models.
Got it. Flexibility there.
Yeah, exactly. You feed that image into V1, and then it does its thing. But what's really interesting is the output. It doesn't just give you one video, it generates a set of 4 different 5-second video clips, all based on that single image you started with.
4 distinct clips from one input.
Yep, 4 5-second videos.
Wow. That's quite specific. It sounds like they're almost encouraging you to rapidly try out different animation ideas.
I think that's part of it, yeah, like instant A/B testing for motion.
And the 5-second limit, is that sort of standard for these kinds of models right now? Because AI video sounds computationally heavy.
It really is. You hit the nail on the head. Generating video, especially ensuring things look consistent over time, what we call temporal consistency, takes enormous processing power.
Right, making sure things move smoothly, objects don't just flicker or change randomly.
Exactly. So 5 seconds is probably a smart place to start. It balances getting something visually interesting with, the sheer computational cost, especially for things like short loops or quick, impactful animations.
Makes sense. So, okay, someone's listening, they're intrigued, they want to try this out. How do they actually access V1?
Good question.
Is it like a separate app? Or
No, it actually follows the same path as their image tools. It's currently only available through Discord.
Okay. Sticking with the Discord platform.
That's right. And specifically at launch, it's only via the web interface within Discord, not the desktop app just yet, it seems.
Interesting. So web-based Discord access, why stick with Discord, do you think?
Well, it taps into that huge existing Midjourney community that's already there.
Right. The user base is massive.
Exactly. So they get immediate feedback, rapid iteration, direct user input. It's kind of like developing in public, which worked really well for their image models.
That does make a lot of sense, especially for tech that's moving so fast.
Yeah.
Okay, let's zoom out then. Put this in context.
Yeah.
What's the bigger picture here with V1? How does this kind of change things strategically for Midjourney and, for creators?
I think it clearly signals Midjourney's expansion. They're not just the image generation company anymore. They're moving seriously into AI video creation.
Broadening their scope.
Definitely. And it's about more than just adding a feature. It's really lowering the barrier to creating motion.
How so?
Well, think about it. Small businesses making quick, dynamic ads. Indie game devs maybe prototyping animations super fast.
Or just regular creators making their social media posts pop.
Exactly. Bringing static ideas to life easily without needing complex video software or skills. It turns Midjourney into, an engine for animating your imagination, not just visualizing it.
That's a great way to put it. Animating imagination. It really emphasizes that core idea, making the static dynamic almost effortlessly.
Yeah, putting that power right there for you.
So it really shifts things.
And that brings up maybe a final thought for you, the listener, to chew on.
Yeah.
How might this instant ability to animate images change how you personally create or even consume visual stories? What new creative doors does this open up for your own projects now that adding motion is potentially just, a click away?